Hey guys, this is day number 10 of my diabetic vlog. Yesterday I had a odd schedule, had to go admin shift, so I went home after my admin shift, laid down, took a nap for about 2 hours, and when I woke up is when I'm going to say I started my day. Now it's about 8:15 in the morning, or 8:15 at night, sorry. When I woke up, my blood sugar felt fine, didn't have any symptoms of anything. So I had some bologna because it's a low-carb snack that won't affect my blood sugar, won't raise it or lower it or anything of that nature. About an hour later, my pump decided to occlude for whatever reason. Don't know why. I reset it, but I brought plenty of replacements for my entire pump setup to work just in case, because I wasn't sure if it was going to work throughout the night, and I didn't have any issues. So that was about 9:15. About 10 o'clock I went to work, and I thought I might be feeling low, might just be feeling hungry, but wasn't sure. So I had a breakfast burrito that I bought earlier in the day. Had that breakfast burrito shortly after getting to work, after things started calming down. After that, it was about 12 o'clock. I had started drinking my coffee. The dog's about to pull my camera over. Started drinking 30 ounces of coffee, which I had throughout my entire shift. About that time, I started snacking on my chips, which, keep me awake, give me something to do. That way I wasn't sitting there twiddling my thumbs too long. Then about 2 o'clock, I had a full liter of water in a single day, which I did to help try and stay hydrated, because I believe water is important for everything. That's why we're 70% water. The world's 70% water. Whatever the actual numbers is, I don't know, but it's important for everything. Without it, nothing will work. About 3 o'clock, I had a fancy-ish ramen, one of those ones that's $1.25, not 20 cents. Had that, and then gave like 13 units for it. About 5 o'clock, I had an energy drink, and that's about it for food for my day. It was kind of a short day because I didn't wake up till later. What was my activity level today? My activity level was very low. I walked around for probably less than 45 minutes the entire shift. Woke up late, didn't do a whole lot. My daily goal for today is to cut the grass. I didn't get a chance to cut it last week because I had vacation. Of course, I don't want to do anything on vacation, but I need to try and stay on top of it. That way it has become a jungle. What was my pump like today? It occluded shortly after I woke up. I don't know why it occluded, but it did, and so I got that fixed. But now everything's fine. Hasn't had any issues since, but I'm going to stay on top of it. Make sure that if it starts occluding too often, then I will put in a new one or figure out what might be going wrong with it. If I don't feel like I'm getting the right amount of insulin that I've been delivering, then I'll also change it, or again, find out what's going wrong. Knowledge check for today. What does it mean when a diabetic says, "I feel low"? I feel low is an easier way to say I'm having a hypoglycemic attack. My blood sugar is low. I'm running out of glucose in my body. Glucose is what makes everything work, what makes your heart beat, what makes your brain think, what makes your kidneys filter. Some symptoms that a diabetic might feel when they are low, if they recognize it or not. They can be shaky, hands shaky, arms are weak. They can be dizzy. They can have lack of care. The body is more focused on other things. Of course, it wants to stay alive, but I had a time when I was very young. I had a blood sugar of 20. My mom was freaking out. She was trying to give me whatever sugar she could. Oatmeal and sugar packs and whatever you could think of, but I didn't have an appetite. I didn't care. I wasn't hungry. I just wanted to sit there and do nothing. Of course, I got that up and I didn't die, but it was probably a time that I should have gone to the emergency room or had an emergency shot of essentially sugar, a shot called a glucagon, which I can cover in a different video. I'm not sure if I said dizzy, but they can feel dizzy, lightheaded, unable to walk straight, almost like you're drunk or looking like they're drunk, but it's basically your muscles aren't able to fire correctly because they don't have enough fuel. Hungry is usually the biggest sign of a diabetic, having a hypoglycemic attack. Big way I like to describe that is, imagine a pregnant person and a person who's gone on a 30-day fast, needing to eat, and combining those two together. So what a diabetic is, when they're low, a diabetic can essentially starve at that point. If somebody says, "Oh, I'm starving," it's usually a play on words, but when a diabetic says, "I'm low," it means that their body is actually starving. They're actually running out of fuel to run their body, to do the daily functions, their liver, their heart, their brain, everything. If there's not enough sugar, then it'll shut down and leads to coma and eventually death. So when somebody says they're starving, they're not starving, but when a diabetic says I'm starving, they might actually be starving because their body is shutting down from lack of sugar. So if anybody has any questions on other symptoms, other stories, anything like that, those aren't all the symptoms. Those are just some of the main ones that I can think of off the top of my head. But not everybody has those symptoms. Other people have different symptoms. Some have all of them. Some have some of them. Dangerous part is when they have no symptoms, but their blood sugar is low. That's what the issue is with a lot of late onset diabetics, is they can't determine whether or not their body is dying. That's why finger checks, blood sugar, glucose checks are important for a lot of those type of people. I'm lucky. I have some or all of those depending on how my life is going, because it's not always the same. Hydro Homie for today is, I had 30 ounces of coffee throughout the entirety of my working shift. Had 33 ounces or a liter of water and a 16-ounce can of sugar-free energy drink. I'm trying to do these videos in front of some sort of nature. Try to have flowers or leaves or something nicer to look at, as opposed to buildings or concrete or grossness. That is because a viewer said that it might be more beneficial to help focus, so that's why I've been doing it on the ground. But if people like me walking around more, I can walk around more. Gives me something to focus on, but I'm doing it to try and make the best types of videos to help me out and help anybody else who might be watching it. So any comments, let me know. Any suggestions, let me know. That's day number 10. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.